We chillin'? Chillin'?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Chillin'?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
There's a streamer, the Baus of is his name. He just says
Aus?
that. Yeah.
Aus?
He's German. He says we chillin', which is just a mixture of shilling and chilling.
But like, shilling isn't like a good thing though, right?
I mean, he's like shillin', trying to get his like Twitch Prime subs or whatever.
Oh, okay, I follow now, I follow. So, are we gonna be able to shill for follows?
I hope so. We only need 10 more.
Only 10 more? Yo, I mean, this is when you go full sellout, right? Like, go into the fucking Make-A-Wish Discord, at everyone, hey guys, drop me a follow if you want to watch some more League of Legends
10,
gameplay.
and I think we need to stream an extra day or two, which I guess I could figure out how, but... Because you have to stream like 7 days and 30.
We could figure something out.
I think we're at 5, but we dropped a week, basically, so...
If we hit the, if we hit the followers, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We could have like a RotM. We could have the fucking Plat versus Diamond game. We could stream something.
No, just me playing Nexus Blitz, the best game.
Absolutely. Playing Nexus Blitz, playing Marbles.
I think that's a big draw. I don't know that we ever get enough people for Marbles.
Do you know who, what's his name? It starts with an L, he's a streamer. Ludwig? Do you know who Ludwig is?
I don't offhand.
So Ludwig has these marble streams where like he'll put a bunch of marbles in, and like each marble has like something he has to do. So it's like, you know, gift X number of subs, or you know, I don't know, like shave his eyebrows, or there's a million things, you know. He had one of them that was sponsored by Nutter Butters, so like one of them was like eat, you know, 5 Nutter Butters or whatever. But anyway, he would go through and, you know, he would do the marbles and then do the event. You know, one of them was like getting shot by a paintball gun by his roommate. It was kind of fun. Anyway, the point that I was getting at was that was an interesting way to utilize marbles.
Yeah, I think it's a very versatile platform in terms of... I don't know exactly what I'm saying, but like you can do giveaways with it, you can do a whole bunch of stuff, but yeah, I think I uninstalled it. I'm not 100% sure. I could reinstall it. Like, it's not that big a deal. But...
We would figure out something, I think is the point. Oh yeah, who do we play tomorrow?
Whoever finished second in the other division, presumably.
Is that something I could check right now? Probably, huh? Standings. Sensei Squad got first. Stay Hydrated got second. Or
Sensei Squad got
wait,
first?
how are they both 6-0 on the same side of the bracket? That doesn't make any sense.
Because round 7 still hasn't been played. You guys skipped it because there's a forfeit, right?
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even try to follow any of it. I showed up to play, you know.
Yeah. So there was another round that you guys didn't have to play because the last team, I don't remember which one exactly, but I wrote it down. Rivals was the team. They forfeited, so you just got a free win in round 7. So you finished 7-0 out of the 8, the
nice.
pseudo 8-team bracket with the bye.
So it looks like Sensei Squad seems to be doing pretty well, and then Stay Hydrated. I don't know who Stay Hydrated is.
I didn't recognize anybody.
Okay. It's exciting. You know, we can either start out the morning by playing Aerial or by playing Randos.
Aerial and Water. I love Water Bear's S set at the front of his name. Like, actually turns into double S on the stats page. So it's Water Sayer. Yeah.
That's funny. Did you see the collusion game?
No.
The game between Ariel and Thomas.
Oh.
Thomas's team all off-rolled, and Thomas played like Bard top, um, whereas Ariel's team full try-harded. It was a little memey. A
Oh
little
yeah,
memey.
that sounds a bit memey.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's here. Is anybody here? I see no change in our Twitch chat. And I sent out so many messages and I see nobody responding to them.
Yeah.
So
You want me to? I'll respond to one. Middlesticks.gg. Did you see that?
oh, Tendy's replied with a water buffalo emoji. I don't know what that means, but we got one.
That's for Water Bear. Maybe.
We're streaming this game versus SADBOIS
Oh, okay.
in the Discord. It's
Well, I don't. You're right. Then I don't know what Water Buffalo means. Did you see that I was getting my freedom of speech was being held back by
yeah.
Why is fellatio not allowed? Like,
So
who specifically puts fellatio in as a not allowed phrase?
well, it's the auto mod just catches stuff, right? And then the mods usually just approve it. I got messaged by one of the tournament admins. Is there any way you can edit the RotM copy pasta to be a little bit more PG? And I was looking at it, and I'm like, it has the word asses in it, but there's nothing like. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
So strong and pervasive sucking. I think there's some fellatio connotations.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
you're collecting their body fluids.
There's nothing PG-13 about that. Like.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's really not. Like, yeah. I still say it's bullshit. Why can't I say fellatio?
I don't know. It's not like I said you're mechanically dog shit and your macro is embarrassing. Like, just relax. Had I take it serious, you'd been clowned, bro.
True. It's not even that one. Can we do the my dad beats me, my mom beats me, or is that too?
That's probably too much too.
I
don't know.
Someone.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I love that there's just a typo in this one. My mom beats men is what it says in the copy pasta.
A lot of these have typos in them, and I just assume it's intentional, to be honest.
Well, the year mechanically, somebody actually fixed the grammar in it, so.
I mean, that's a mistake. I think that's rewriting history. Have y'all ever experienced the deep suck? I mean, that has to be what they're talking about, right?
I guess, but like, does that necessarily? It's not necessarily sexual. Like,
I mean, there's a connotation,
All right, we've wasted enough time. Let's cast this game. So welcome officially, ladies and gentlemen, to this super official broadcast of MatchDay 3. Which is week 2, match 1, if you're really following along, of the Prophecy Cup between Return of the Middlesticks and the SADBOIS. And so we have 7 ROTM players, essentially, on these teams. But it was a good brawl, and I'm excited to basically see what happened. I only got to watch, I think, part of game 1, and that was about it. So,
it's
anyway,
all fresh and new for everyone.
Yeah. So anyway, it's I'm Meristematic. My co-caster is Aikedo today.
Indeed, that is me.
Yeah, I'm at 31 seconds on the video. If you want to jump to that.
0-0. So let me get to 31.
Yeah.
All right, I am at 31.
All right, I'm gonna flip it over, and then we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, start, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, so officially, welcome to the Rift for game number 1. On the blue side of the Rift is going to be the SADBOIS. In the top lane, Cardinals 29 on Ornn, Last Spartan Man in the jungle on set, DTS in mid, playing Silas and Karsuda and Firelight in the bottom, playing Callista and Zillion.
And on the red side, we have Return of the Middlesticks with Liposuction Lane in the top lane on the... Wait, he's jungling. My things... Someone didn't move the thing. It's actually Tendy's top lane on the Camille.
Oh,
As we
last
see
Spartan gonna
a little
walk
bit
in,
of a scuffle.
gets hit by the Dazzle, and that's just a super quick first blood for Tendies.
Yeah. Just a bit too confident there. It's kind of surprising that everyone stacked there, but it worked out. And then Tendi's, of course, top lane on the Camille liposuction lane, playing the Trundle in the jungle. Dat Dang Dude playing the Orion in the mid lane, and then Prodigium and Maximus on the Ezreal Taric bottom lane. So you see that the Taric already able to set up that first blood.
Yeah. So a few disclaimers first. We're watching off of a recording, so we have no physical control over any of the camera or any of the replay whatsoever. And then also it's on last patch, so we're on 10.13. Is that right? The patch before
That
my birthday.
sounds right.
This is my birthday patch, 10.14. So that's pretty exciting.
Is that right? Is
Yeah.
that how that works?
I would assume so. I have seen no evidence to the contrary.
All right.
So where do you want to start? I want to start. I guess I should let you. If I ask the question, I should probably let you start rather than just tell you where I want to go. So where do you want to start?
Top lane seems like a good place to start. As Tendies did pick up that first blood, grabbing an extra longsword. Camille Ornn, this an aged matchup that we've seen a million times. Ornn wins it pretty significantly in the early game, but Camille hits a point around 2 or 3 items where she hard outscales. But as we see with the Tendies, that extra longsword, applied a bit of pressure. It looks to have already swung in his favor.
10.14 was last patch? I missed my birthday patch. This is the worst. All right, well.
That's tragic.
Yeah, well, I wanted to start bottom lane where Mr. 1.3 million mastery Callista has gotten Callista for the first time in recorded history. So I'm pretty excited to watch that. Personally,
Absolutely.
especially against a matchup where they should be... I mean, you have the difference in skills between, Karasuda, a Platinum player, Firelight, who's hit Masters, Grandmasters, and then Maximus and Prodigium, who are both very solidly Diamond players. So Karasuda should have, maybe a little bit of trouble in that matchup, and I really want to see how he'll play on his presumed main champion, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a champion that has been banned against him in every league and every game forever, so nice to see that he's finally able to pull it out, flex just a little bit here. In that bottom lane, we're seeing it. That Taric, not very strong in the early game.
Oh, Tendies goes back in with a hook
Tendies.
shot. Tactical sweep, not quite enough. It's going to be the flash from Cardinals.
Yeah, pretty well played there by Tendies. Again, already applying pressure in this, what should be a bad matchup in the early game.
Yeah, it gets a little bit better when you start with first blood and a longsword and the extra potion. That
it doesn't
definitely
hurt.
helps out.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, he's going for the call here. So, going for the farm lane there. Just trying to hit those power spikes where he, will continually be stronger than the Ornn. Opting for the grasp, which I assume that's a matchup specific thing. Normally you would expect the Conqueror or press the attack. Perhaps looking for a little bit more
Last
sustain.
Spartan gets sped up by Zilean, going right in, hits the Facebreaker into DTS, and that'll be enough damage. The bomb from Firelight will take home the kill, just zooming him in, and that dang dude can't respond enough on Orianna.
Really well done there, as we see Karasuda maybe getting engaged on. Looks like he's going to be able to get out. But last Spartan man had burned that dang dude's flash earlier in the game. Now just return ganking with the Zilean in his pocket, speeding him up, and that's a free kill.
Yeah, now Maximus might be in a little bit of trouble here. He gets Facebreakered in, able to dodge out of the Haymaker, but the double bomb from Firelight is enough. He's 2-0 on the Zilean, and Zilean can do a surprising amount of damage if he gets a little bit of AP in his pocket. But now Cardinal's in trouble. He'll get pillared up, breaks the pillar with the Searing Charge, but it's not going to matter as he'll actually have the kill goes over to Liposuction lane, which is a little bit unfortunate on that one.
Not quite what you're hoping for, but it certainly doesn't hurt. As Tendies, if he wants, can perma-freeze that. He could recall right now, TP back, and literally freeze that forever. Looks like he's just farming it out for right now. But already, Firelight on the Zilean has been really impactful, has been hitting those double bombs. Had that roam to the mid lane, as we see.
Stun lanes on the Karasuda.
Probably fine.
Yeah, he's got the flash.
Yeah. But already a lost chapter for that Zillion. You know, plenty of AP, plenty of CDR there. It's going to keep him topped off on mana. This is going to be a little bit scary, you know, stronger than you would normally expect a Zillion to be.
Yeah, and Tarek doesn't have any ability to really dodge out. He does have the boots now, which will help a little bit, but could be a sitting duck for some of these Zillion bombs. And this is a little bit more how you expect the trades in top lane to go. The grasp is, I was going to point out, is becoming more popular, especially because a lot of Camille's lane matchups have gotten a little bit harder. But you'll see it against Orin, you'll see it against Renekton. But yeah, here comes the dive from DTS and Last Spartan Man. They're going to grab the Hextech Ultimatum. Doesn't hit the chains on the Abduct, but yeah, there's nowhere for Tendies to go, and they'll pick up a couple of turret plates as a result of that.
That was really well done by SADBOIS, as, you know, Tendies tried to set up that freeze, as we were talking about earlier. This time around, Last Spartan Man was able to go up there, DTS as well. Is there, they not only deny the freeze and crash the wave, but that's a massive, you know, 3, almost 4 waves that Tendies 2 is missing. There's going to be an absolutely massive XP lead here in the top lane. You know, Ornn already, even though he was losing trades, had a CS lead. Now it's extended to the XP, and it's going to be really difficult. You know, this sets Tendies back pretty far. So you see, he might be looking for something here in the mid lane.
Yeah, they're looking for DTS. Last Spartan Man's hanging out, was doing the Raptors. This can quickly turn into a 3v2, though, with Liposuction Lane joining. But so is Firelight on the edge. That dang dude goes forward, hits a double shockwave. Maximus is on the outside. They're just kind of slowly collapsing on each other. That was a dazzle that didn't quite connect thanks to the pillar. DTS gets ignited, runs away. The suplex from Last Spartan Man into the Haymaker. He grabs a big shield. Now DTS trying to turn this. They've already traded 1 for 1. Lane flashes forward and he'll just auto down DTS. That dang dude able to flash over the wall, but now Karasuda is here layering in some of those autos, and Cardinal shows up just to show Lane that he cannot get away. It's just a matter of who's going to get the kill, and it's Karasuda with the rend.
Yeah, and that's definitely in favor of SADBOIS there, as they were able to pick up the kills, you know, and burn quite a few summoners. You know, it started out as RotM, you know, looking like they were trying to make the proactive play, but unfortunately for them, Last Spartan Man has just sort of been everywhere that he needs to be. You know, really enabling his team to, you know, have the lead that they currently do.
Yeah, and I was going to say Karasuda has also played Callista several times in GRLCS. Various teams have left it up, or LKC
sure.
even before that, so it's not like a super revolutionary pick, but he did not get it at all during the Summer Splash, which was pretty funny.
Absolutely, it's the recency. You know, recently people have been banning it away from him. You know, got to be a little bit hyperbolic if it fits your narrative, you know?
Yeah.
As we see
Something like that.
the trades there. CS lead here for the Sylas in the mid lane, which is sort of interesting. You know, melee versus range, you would normally expect the ranged character to come out on top, but DTS has been doing a good job of, you know, doing well in these trades, and then has enough wave clear.
Yeah, Tendies and Cardinal's going to go at it. The ultimate from Ornn going to get the hit. He tries to dodge out with the Hextech Ultimatum. Able to dodge away from the Flame Breath, though. And that was actually the critical moment. If he'd hit the Flame Breath for the auto, I think he's able to kill Tendies. It at least gets very close. Instead, it's going to be the flash away from Cardinals. And now some pressure on the tower because Lane was hightailing it up there.
And that is the Herald that they have up there, so likely to drop that and pick up quite a bit of gold. You know, Camille's definitely going to be happy about that, as there's just so much money from those plates going into their pockets. And speaking of so much poke coming out of the Zillion.
Yeah, it's hard. If you ever go to that side of the tower as pretty much any character ever, it's pretty easy to hit like bindings, double bombs on that side, and you know, kind of paying for it. Suplex coming in from Last Spartan Man. Tendi's able to get enough health, and now Last Spartan Man just going to fight it out. Cardinals and DTS were hanging around the area, but not able to get in. That dang dude roams up as well, and then roams immediately back to mid.
Yeah, and that was an aggressive play there from Last Spartan Man. Our team could have turned it, but they knew that DTS was roaming up. He would be there before their mid laner.
Oh, stun lands. Firelight's taken low, but he's got the Chrono Shift on. Ultimate from Maximus will drop down. The Cosmic Radiance only onto him, kind of strangely. Karasuda rends through as he's able to stack up all of those spears, and now Prodigium in trouble. He's forced to flash away. The Pierce not quite going to find home.
Did you see Firelight on the Zillion? It flashed in to try and get the double bomb stun. but Prodigium ended up flashing out and didn't get stunned by it. That was kind of nuts. I don't know if he
Oh,
accidentally
now
flashed
Prodigium's
or
in trouble though. Bomb doesn't land, but Karasuda should have more than enough damage. There's the Rend and the Pierce. Really cleanly played on that dive.
really well done. Prodigium just not able to stay underneath that turret alone against the 1v2 lane. Is Last Spartan, man, top lane again. He's been so active around the map. He has to be sitting on a lot of gold. He's been sitting on those same items for a while, but he just sort of seems to be everywhere right now. Stopping a lot of RotM's plays in their tracks.
I was about to hit X to check and then realized that it was a video, and that might be bad, but Karasuda's in a lot of trouble. He gets smited down, able to flash the wall, but the dazzle will be enough. Maximus is going to have to take the kill, unfortunately. Hits him with the hammer for the shutdown. 650 gold in the pocket of Tarek.
Yeah, and Tarek won't be too upset about that. Ideally it goes on one of your carries, but yeah, it's quite a bit of money going into his pocket. No complaints there. And Karasuda perhaps could have saved the flash. It didn't seem like there was really a way for him to get out. And, well done by Liposuction Lane and Maximus.
Oh, Cardinals is going to be in trouble here. Oh, well, maybe not. That's a good pillar. Able to get it up into the Oran Horn. More autos coming down. The ult from Tendies as he's able to fly away with the help of that tactical sweep, but Silas is on the way. DTS hits the Super Soaker. Do they have the dive? They don't have the range for any of this. Can they actually track down Tendies? It doesn't look like it. He's able to successfully escape.
And that was so well played by Cardinals 29. We saw Tendies there. He was holding on to the Hextech ultimatum to end up dodging out on the second part of the Ornhorn. But Cardinal ended up throwing out the second part of the ult really early, like, the first frame that he was able to. And it meant that Tendies wasn't able to react in time. Oh. As we see the
ultimates, the double
here.
shockwaves coming in. DTS actually takes an extra turret shot, though, and Liposuction Lane will take home that kill. Last Spartan man just going to fly back in. He's got fire, like, zooming into his back pocket, but it's not going to matter as they disengage.
One thing I like about Last Spartan Man's setup is he does have that Hex Flash. So anytime that he's able to trade his Flash for laners, that's massive for him because he's still able to use the Hex Flash to enable his ganks. But Orianna, if she loses her Flash, she suddenly has no more escapes. Unfortunately, that time just ended up going a little bit too far underneath the turret. Dat dang dude was able to get the 2-man Orianna ult, and Liposuction Lane was there to make sure that they secured the kill. And now Liposuction Lane 3-1-3 on this Trundle is sort of quietly getting pretty massive.
Yeah, Tendies has found a flank onto DTS, and there is nothing that this Silas can do. Tendies takes him down, and just a really nice flank by him. Bot lane going to go ahead and scrap, and the fly-in... Wait, he's bound to Last Spartan Man.
What?
Oh.
He is.
Okay.
I mean, it has to be intentional.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely intentional, but that's unexpected.
Aren't you missing out on, quite a bit of damage?
It's magic damage in lane, and it's, percent max health magic damage. When you both auto or do a
15% of their HP or something?
It scales up to 12, I think, but I think it starts at 8. But yeah,
interesting.
It's definitely interesting. Tendies is just going to fight Cardinals, and Cardinals can't really sustain through that. Super Soaker from Firelight, not able to land any of the double bombs. Prodigium able to navigate that all right, but Last Spartan Man's here, and the Rend comes down onto Maximus. That backloaded damage from Callista always catches me just a little bit.
Yeah, so much burst there. But interestingly enough, the GLP is the choice for both the Zilean, perhaps not too crazy, but DTS on the Silas as well. I don't know if that's more common. This seems like an interesting thing. It makes it harder to kite him out.
Double bomb into the slow. Prodigium in trouble as Karasuda jumps forward. He gets exhausted. And can they actually find that last bit? It's the Super Soaker from Firelight.
Yeah, the GLP able to secure that kill. And is this first turret? Nope, looks like first turret went down top lane. Yeah, with the Herald several minutes ago. But either way, Karasuda now 4-1-2 on this Callista. Zilean is 3-0-5. Both these bot laners have just been so strong so far in this game. They've built up a pretty good lead for themselves.
Yeah, Tendies is quietly huge. 2-1-1 with first turret, plus all those plates on Camille, and about to finish up his Cole, though. And you've got that Trinity Force already sitting in your pocket. He's a pretty rich man, and we'll see that big showdown between Camille and Callista cross map, I guess.
Yeah, and it's 16 minutes. If you have your Trinity Force, you have your Tiamat, you're happy as the Camille. Just finishing the cull there, as you mentioned, he's gonna go back here, spend however much money he has. I imagine it's 800 to 1,000. He's feeling pretty good about himself. It finishes the tab eye, so about 800.
Yeah, probably a little bit more, but yeah.
He's a happy boy. Usually the Ornn Camille matchup starts the turn once you get lifesteal on the Camille. So once you finish your Ravenous Hydra, or this game if he opts to rush the Death Stance, it's usually about the point where it starts the turn. So well on his way to sort of owning that side lane.
And the bombs still just coming through from Firelight. A lot of damage ticking down. I guess all the shields get procced there onto Prodigium, so he stays healthy. They're going to drop a Rift Herald here in the mid lane in order to try to secure this third dragon, which first Infernal help continue that stack if they're able to get it successfully. But Firelight just wailing bombs down over the wall. DTS might be able to get in there with the abduct. We'll see the Hex flash in. He'll get shockwaved away. About 1,000 left on the dragon. A really nice smite by Liposuction Lane to secure that. Karasuda just trying to fight in the back of this pit as he pulls in, but gets autoed down. Maximus takes home that kill after the ignite. Tendies is on the side, able to take down Firelight. This fight is just a mess. Prodigium trying to kite back away from DTS, but it's 3v2. That dang dude is running out of mana, but he's able to finish off DTS. Now Cardinals is the last one alive for the SADBOIS. More autos coming over, and that'll be the Arcane Shift over and an ace for Return of the Middle Sticks.
And not just an ace, 5 for 0, and they got the dragon. Everything went their way. There's, for such a splintered fight, RotM just came out on top in every single portion of it. Karasuda ended up getting jumped on. He was stuck in the back of the pit, ended up flashing out, but the Camille followed him, was able to finish it off, and ROTM now looking at a pretty sizable lead here, just over 3k, and they're on Soul Point. Just 4 minutes away from that chance at the Infernal Soul, which is so strong on champions like the Camille, like the Ezreal, like the Orianna. They're all very happy to see that.
Yep, and it'll be another turret here in the bottom lane as well, so that'll sweep up all of those outer turrets as well. And RTM suddenly with a 4,000 gold lead, and we'll see if SADBOIS can fight their way back into the game.
Yeah, and with that, an interesting interaction.
Oh, Shockwave pulls back in Firelight. He's forced to use that Chrono Shift a little bit early, but has the Rammus thumbs up as he zooms away.
Yeah, he's not too worried about that. Not quite enough damage coming out from the Orianna yet to one-shot. But in these team fights, one interaction, Callista versus Taric is always interesting because she continues to stack her Ren stacks while even if someone's invulnerable. So if they are able to keep her alive and allow her to just continue auto-attacking on the backside, she could come out of the Taric with a massive amount of burst.
Oh, Tendies is here. He finds 3 people waiting for him, gets knocked up. Can they actually finish off this kill? That was a lot more damage than I thought it would be off of that precision protocol. But now DTS finds Prodigium. He'll get knocked up into the Ornn Horn, and that's 2 quick kills, 2 quick shutdowns even, going the way of SADBOIS.
Yeah, there went the 3k gold lead, now already significantly lower, down around 2k. And it's great for SADBOIS as they were able to capitalize on the overextension, a little bit too much aggression from Tendies too. And then Prodigium came over trying to help his friend out, and unfortunately he ends up dropping as well. And the mid lane turret goes down, so definitely a pretty significant swing for SADBOIS. They have to be feeling pretty good after that.
Right back to 1.5k from 4. That's a huge swing off of one little play. Also, the noises on the Cillian skin keep throwing me off. It sounds like bubbles when he zooms up, and I'm just like, what champion is... Oh, it's Zillion. Okay, whatever.
Which skin is he using?
It's the Sugar Rush one that came out over Christmas.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know what the bubble noise is. I have no... No idea what
I
that could
must
be.
have my sound down too low. I haven't heard it. Now I feel like I've been missing out this whole time.
Anyway, Tendy's gonna pick a fight with Cardinals. He should be,
Yeah.
in the aggressive end right now with the true damage on his precision protocol. You can start chunking through Ornn pretty nicely.
That plus the finishing of the Ravenous Hydra means that he'll continue to, even if he does take some damage back, has a significant amount more sustain than the Ornn. So able to continue to take these aggressive trades. As we see, he went for the Executioner's Calling. I suppose just for Callista? And Silas. Silas, I suppose, has, just the tiniest bit of healing. It's interesting that he's the one who ends up picking it up, though. I guess in case he's solo diving Callista.
Yeah, oh, well, Prodigium has one as well, so.
Yeah, for sure, which is why it would be like, well, why does Camille need it then?
And Lane has a Bramble Vest. Like, there's a lot of anti-healing for a team that doesn't... They heal a little bit, like not a huge amount.
Worried about
I guess it
Silas,
also
I
stops on
suppose.
the Zillion ult as well, right? It reduces the healing when you
There's
come
no
back to
way.
life. Yeah.
There's no way.
DTS is going to have to Zanya's, but that's just going to delay the inevitable, I think. Oh, gets quite a bit of healing coming back out of that. Now the Cosmic Radiances, the double Cosmic Radiances coming through. Tendy's has found one kill. He's on the backside of this fight. Karasuda's found one on the other side as he takes down Maximus. DTS gets taken down by Tendy's. We're watching the front side. Meanwhile, that dang dude was able to clean up Callista on the backside. And that was a mess again, but it's 3-for-1 in favor of ROTM.
So many low health bars, but at the end of the day, our team's able to come out alive, and they're picking up the Infernal Soul for it. So, another swing, this time back in their favor, and they're very happy. Infernal Soul's, arguably, the strongest soul that you could get, so they're pretty happy.
I'm glad we have chat on.
We see, yeah, absolutely.
It's hidden
the
just a
banter.
little bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's fully on screen. We can see.
Attendees needs to yeah. Going back to the Grievous on Zillion ult, I imagine Zillion ult lasts long enough that Grievous pops off. That would be my...
Zillion ult's 2.5 seconds, and Grievous lasts 4.
Grievous lasts 4 seconds.
That sounds right. I can't hover over it, or I would tell you. Anyway, Firelight's gonna get shockwaved in. Oh, that was actually enough damage to quote-unquote kill him. The Chrono Shift is available. Firelight's still maybe in a little bit of trouble, but that dang dude gets collapsed on instead as DTS takes home that kill. Lane forced to flee, but now Maximus is in his back pocket. They actually don't have any damage here, though, and the rest of the team is collapsed. Karasuda with the Rend, they're trying to chase down these kills. Last Spartan Man flies in off of the Fate's call, and they'll find a couple. It's 2 more for Karasuda. Tendy's is teleported into the backside, though. Can he escape? He's on the wrong side of the map. This is going to be a little Benny Hill theme, but it looks like SADBOIS are going to go ahead and start up the Baron.
And, from one side, immediately swing it back to the other. ROTM gets the Infernal Soul, but that dang dude ends up getting caught out, and ROTM still commits to the fight. 3 dead, and we'll see if they're able to...
Yeah, that dang dude has teleport on spawn. Tendy's has taken down a turret. Prodigium just layering in some mystic shots. There's a lot of spears in this. The Baron goes the way of SADBOIS. Shockwave pulls in only Karasuda on the outside. They're being super careful. They're able to take down Karasuda into the stasis, but Last Spartan Man finishes off that dang dude, but Prodigium and Tendy's able to collapse. Can they stop any of them? The mystic shot is good enough. Tendy's jumps out of his own ult. He's trying to kite back away, but he gets taken down by Firelight. Prodigium shoots the True Shot Barrage, but it doesn't find home. DTS gets pillared away. Liposuction Lane just trying to fight with him, but he doesn't actually have any damage to finish off the Silas. They finally do. This is such a mess, but it looks like a couple members of SADBOIS are going to get out with the Baron.
They were all so low. I thought Tendy's might be able to go in and clean it all up, but he ends up getting taken out once he does go in. And wow, at the end of the day, the gold is almost entirely even. Baron over to the side of SADBOIS, somehow continually coming out on top in these fights, even with the Infernal Soul on RTM.
I love we get the omniscience of the pings that are coming down. You see the Elder Ping from that dang dude, the Elder Ping from Karasuda. They both know in 3 minutes, 13 seconds, it's going down.
Yeah, maybe that's the win con that they're looking for. It's it's a must fight for. Absolutely.
Oh, I
That
didn't think
dang
he'd
dude
give that
able to.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, he's able to secure it. Has enough of the burst. It's that Infernal Soul.
Anyway, he's got his death cap finished up as well, so he's sitting at a pretty good point, although maybe just a little bit stalled out as we head toward where a lot of people are at on 3 items. He's still sitting on 2. They're a lot more expensive, to be fair, but
Yeah, that death cap is pretty expensive. That said, Tendies has to be close to finishing Death's Dance, right? I'm pretty sure he's been sitting on those items for a while. If they're able to hit some of these breakpoints, the Death Stance on Tendies, Death Stance on Ezreal, um, as well as, I'm not sure what sort of intermediary item Shivan could pick up, but if they're able to get, just a little bit stronger, hit those item breakpoints going into the Elder, that might be,
yeah,
the
they might not
objective
get
that they
the
need to look
option
for.
though. The 3 Baron buffs headed down, not able to land those bombs onto Prodigium. He's able to Arcane Shift away, but they're going to lose a turret for this. This might be a gold lead for SADBOIS. Oh, not quite. I always overestimate how much turrets actually give you, but back down to 1k. Oh, Shockwave gonna pull in Karasuda. Now the rest of the team looking to try to help him out. The Ornhorn just to try to zone, but now the Terracult coming down. Prodigium gets it, but he'll get suplexed back into the team. Can they track down the Ezreal? They haven't just yet. They've finished off Karasuda. This is still such a mess. Maximus is gonna fall. It's 2 for 1. Prodigium, Arcane shifts over. He finishes off last Spartan man. Cardinals is the last one fighting for SADBOIS in this fight. He's able to get the knock-up, trying to finish off that dang dude. That's a really good pillar, actually, from liposuction lane. Triple... Wait, he found Zillion on the backside of that. It's a triple kill. What is happening? Tendies is just splitting down the game. The Nexus turrets are falling, and that's going to be it.
Wow, off of the pick there in the mid lane, as that dang dude was able to find the one shot onto Karasuda. Well done, as RTM's able to close this one out. Somehow winning the fight. They've lost every fight before, but now in the 4v5, they can win? Yeah, either way, Tendies was able to close it out. Well done to RTM, securing it there at the end.
Yeah, I think the critical part was that Karasuda couldn't do any damage whatsoever during that fight. He got blown up for his first life. The Chrono Shift just left him in kind of an awkward position, and he couldn't reposition back out of that.
Yeah, even with last Spartan man stepping forward, trying to create space, Maximus did a good job of making sure that the moment Karasuda came out, he was stunned. Um, and yeah, it was that was a game.
Yeah, all of a
We
sudden it
thought it
just
was the
ended.
Elder, but no, Elder was not the end. It was
Elder was just a
it was
bait.
a random fight in mid lane.
All right, we're going to step aside for just a minute or two here. We'll be right back with game number 2.
Tell me what the time code we're aiming for is.
All right. All right, I've got 37 seconds this time, it looks like.
47?
37.
37. Alright, I am at 37. Is that Kindred mid?
Yeah.
Did they not swap?
It's intentional.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Okay. Big brain. Alright, I am ready whenever you are.
All right.
Sorry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 between RTM and SADBOIS. Game number 1, we saw just kind of end as a result of Tendy's split pushing, which super back and forth up to that point. So I'm excited for game number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if they're able to continue the the unfiltered aggression that we saw in the first game. As they continually beat their heads against each other. I imagine with a team like RotM, it's hard to play another way. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So spawning on the bottom side of the rift. Oh, we can stream League of Legends to our friends. Neat. Spawning on the bottom side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for this game, will be ROTM. In the top lane, Tendies 2 playing Hecarim. In the jungle, liposuction lane on Volibear. Dat Dang Dude playing Karma mid. And Prodigium and Maximus 127 playing Jhin and Leona.
And SADBOIS on the red side this time around. Cardinals 29 on the Wukong in the top lane. Last Spartan man this time playing this Sylas in the jungle. DTS with the Kindred mid, and then Karasuda and Firelight. No longer on the Kalista this time around. Ashe and Blitzcrank.
I can confirm that Kalista was banned for this game. So.
Ooh, that's toxic.
Yeah.
RTM banning Kalista. So Kindred mid is something that I think that has seen some play in like Halo NA. Like there's like one person who plays it.
Is it DTS?
Is DTS like Halo?
I don't know.
I was assuming like
Oh,
oh
no.
my god. Wait. Maximus.
I'm glad the spectator just caught
the directed
that.
camera was like, hey, watch this shit.
Oh no, here comes Firelight on Blitzcrank. They have a ward over the wall. Oh no,
come
lane.
on.
Oh. Alright, well, he didn't get it.
But Kindred mid, I imagine it's not a great matchup into Karma. But normally, when you're looking at strong points, has some pretty good dueling early, has more burst than most people would expect.
Max is such a man. He knows he doesn't have a flash, and he's still going to go up level 1.
Yeah,
Get hooked in. He's just dead. I don't...
Yeah. Walking into the Blitzcrank when you don't have minions to hide behind? Oh my god.
Tendies is looking for Cardinals. Yeah, he's got the Ignite teleport because he's Hecarim, and just trying to force that in. The minions almost trade that one back even, but...
Wait. Why are SADBOIS autoing? That would have slow pushed back into them. Prodigium would have never been able to farm. Oh. They could have frozen that forever. That's okay. They're happy with their CS lead and that free kill onto Maximus. Oof.
Thank you, Leona. Very cool. Oh, no. Alright, well, Max is going to have to play a little bit more passive on Leona, which is always a rough time, because it's not a fun champion to play passive on.
Yeah. Ooh, that trade's going pretty well in favor of Kindred. Although, I imagine lane Kindred has to have mana problems. Because you press Q a lot while your W is active. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
You're just going to have to theory craft lane Kindred while the game happens here.
Yeah, I'll try and figure it out. Their mid laner, if you told me that SADBOIS picked Kindred, I would assume first it was jungle. Second, Karasuda has like 700,000 mastery on Kindred. That would have been my second guess. But no, turns out it's their mid laner as we see liposuction lane burning that flash. Cardinals 29 was able to buffer the the W and get out.
Oh, hook sails.
That was really close.
Yeah, that might have grabbed his cape, honestly. I guess that just detaches, though, so no big deal.
Yeah, no capes. As I see Tendies.
Last Spartan Man is like in position down here on the bottom side. Maybe look for a dive. I don't know that you really want to dive Jhin Leona. Yeah, he's just gonna steal the camp and zoom back over the wall.
Yeah, no, that's Sylas. Sylas jungle, a pick that's sort of fallen out of favor. Usually because his first clear is not very healthy and not very fast. Once he starts getting items, though, it can definitely be a strong pick. Already through his first clear, still has that blue buff to take, so he's not too upset with where he's at. But Tendy's...
Yeah, Tendy's still going to scrap with Cardinals, and oh, that Conqueror proc was
Oh!
actually huge, but Cardinals turns it around.
Wow, that's so close. Tendy's had to have had his Q coming like 0.1 seconds. Like one auto Q and he wins that fight.
Yeah.
So close.
Or if he just waits a couple of seconds, he has Ignite, and it just isn't close.
True, true. But this is Tendy's. You think Tendy's
Right.
is here to wait around? Well, that's unlucky. I assume that the Hecarim is specifically a counterpick to Wukong because he can continue to DPS Wukong while Wukong's invisible.
I don't think it's specific because he's been playing quite a bit of Hecarim top.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Is it good now?
It's been fine for a while. I don't know why it hasn't caught on a little bit more. Like Licorice has even played it in LCS. He still doesn't have flash, so Maximus is forced to run away. We'll see who actually gets the kill. That's all the drama that's left in that. His last Spartan man takes that one down.
When Licorice plays it, isn't it usually against like Aatrox?
Yeah, he plays it into Aatrox pretty much specifically, but
Yeah.
like the pick is good enough that you can play it, right?
Oh.
Anyway, the Ignite's good enough there, and the Q from Tendy's means the first kill on the board for Return to the Middle Sticks.
Yeah, that's it's pretty good in this matchup. As you know, if they continue to beat their heads against each other, it is going to be a volatile matchup. Firelight, ooh,
He's feeling it. He's very close to all of these.
he's just bullying Prodigium here, trying to cancel his recall. Prodigium, though, you know, as a stout resolve, doesn't end up canceling the recall. And gets that first BF sword. You know, after Maximus inted your level 1, looking better now. You know, was able to get to the BF sword. Is only down 10 CS, which, you know, against Ashe Blitzcrank isn't that bad considering the you know, the way it started.
Yeah, and I'd take just being he's down a dagger effectively, right? In this matchup, like a dagger plus like 100
yeah.
gold on the Bilgewater. Like that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Compared to, you know, where they were, for sure.
Yeah, what you would expect it to be if you looked at, you know, just the score lines there. Maximus, though, you know, only has the tier 1 boots, has been having some trouble in this lane.
Yeah, Cardinals, the Cyclone is going to do quite a bit of damage. Tendy's able to just zip out of there with the devastating charge. He's got Onslaught of Shadows available now as well. He could maybe turn it back around once he chugs through some of these potions.
Yeah, has the potions, has the Biscuit Chill in there, and I assume he has Time Warp Tonic since we see that cooldown, so is going to be able to sustain up. Once he's back up to full HP, he will have the ultimate advantage.
Oh, he's still looking for that devastating charge into Onslaught of Shadows, but he actually doesn't get the damage from the ultimate. Forces the flash, I guess, aggressively from Cardinals, but you don't get anything else out of that now. Zooming in here with the overdrive. Firelight gets the knock-up onto Prodigium. Not able to find the hook, but Karasuda's on the wrong side. He's being chased down by Maximus, the Ignite, trying to tick down. That dang dude is here, but Maximus basically just solos Karasuda. Liposuction lane, they're trying to turn. They get DTS. The Lamb's Respite going to buy a lot of time. We'll see where they come off of this reset. The flash away from Kindred. He gets taken down by Karma. Lane jumps forward. He turns off the turret, and they'll secure another kill. The American sniper Prodigium not able to find home with any of those shots, though.
Oh, there's
maybe a little more drama. Yeah.
They walked right past last Spartan man. Last Spartan man able to sneakily get out, but off the back of a good TP there from that dang dude, SADBOIS, or I'm sorry, Artia was able to turn that around. And, you know, the life of an ADC getting solo killed by the 0-2, 1 level behind you, Leona. Karasuda on the backside of that fight didn't get to have any fun. It's kind of nuts. I can't believe Leona, like, actually just 1v1'd him.
Yeah, I mean, Prodigium did a little bit of damage. He got an assist. I didn't see exactly what hit him. It was probably a grenade, if I'm being honest. But, like, yeah, it basically looked like Max just went on him and sat on him, and that was it. But, yeah, back to top lane. Tendy's and Cardinals. I love that he can still sustain off of the clone. Maybe that's part of the thinking as well.
Yeah, with Conqueror as well as with the W. I'm not sure what it's called. Ooh, Maximus.
The horsey circle. Oh, not able to hit that solar flare. That might have been devastating to turn on to Karasuda. But Enchanted Crystal Arrow available for him, 2 ults available, the solar, actually not 2 ults, just the Solar Flare for Maximus, so 1 ult aside.
That is the common advice against Blitzcrank, is once Blitzcrank throws down the hook, he's no longer a champion for 12 seconds. So you usually turn and just engage onto the ADC. That time, Karasuda was able to just barely dodge out. Maximus wasn't quite able to connect, but they have the right idea, and obviously from the last fight, it's shown that it's very effective.
Yeah, and I guess something that we haven't really touched on. The CS lead is actually pretty significant up in top lane, and every time we see Tendies go in, he's pushing Cardinals off of the wave. He's farming it up himself with the Q and the W and shoving Cardinals off and not allowing him to farm it, and it's creating, a pretty significant CS advantage, even if we're not seeing those kills come through for the Hecarim.
Yeah, absolutely, especially for a champion like Hecarim, which you normally would consider someone who needs the scale, needs to hit that Trinity Force, as well as the tank item Power Spike before they're really effective. And he's well on his way here, especially with those Tabi. Able to just
Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands onto Prodigium, Firelight goes in, hits the knock up into the grab, and that was pretty clean on that dive. Oh, never mind, Firelight does fall to the turret plus the Leona W. DTS has found that Dangdu trying to rotate, and the Kindred's just winning the sustained battle decently, forces that Dangdu to back out of the jungle, and now it's kind of the cross-map split that we saw in game number 1. Tendies is getting pretty big up in the top lane thanks to the Rift Herald drop. In the bottom lane, though, it's kills for Karasuda and more turret plates for the bottom side.
Crazy. Did Maximus ult Prodigium in that last fight? I think he dropped Solar Flare on Prodigium's head. I'm not sure. Sorry, that's
Firelight's up here
in
top lane looking to gank. Maximus is going to go on to DTS. They're trying to finish off the Kindred. He still had ult. He just didn't drop it. The burst damage, I guess, caught him by surprise from that dang dude. Now last Spartan man forced to dash away. Maximus, I don't think, can do this, although lane turns the turret off. They're going to go ahead and get the dive. Max will get out. Oh, he has the stopwatch away from the grab. That's really nicely played, and Prodigium snipes down Firelight as they'll start to rotate through mid.
Very well done there for RotM as they were able to get that pick in the river, and now, with their whole team here, able to turn it into some plates off of that mid lane. Looking at almost a 3k gold lead already in this game. They're doing a good job of finding these fights where they can. That plus Tendies in the top lane. Did he end up going down? I think he ended up just walking away, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't have another death, so I'm going to assume. Didn't die. He doesn't have flash. That's not like a consideration. Yeah. Guess he just
was
ran
able
away.
to just get out. And for how much of a split pushing threat he already is, up 30 CS, getting close to that Trinity Force Power Spike. He's going to be a menace here.
Oh, they're going to track down Prodigium though. The Bilgewater slow into.
Oh, Firelight. Lag?
Yeah, I'm going with lag as well.
That was just a little bit unlucky there. So wasn't quite able to make contact.
Yeah,
Tendies
still just bullying Cardinals off of the wave. And you can see the difference in just their Trinity Force completion, I guess. The completed sheen compared to the 2 daggers. He'll go back and grab this stinger now, but is essentially a component behind. Just off of the farm.
Yeah, plus looking, Tendies has the completed Tabi.
This is not a good face check from last Spartan man.
Yeah, trying to get vision around for that dragon that's coming up. Don't want to give up the soul again this game, but unfortunately didn't have the team around to support him. Ends up face checking 3 people and instantly dies. So that's a dragon going over to RotM.
Yep, they're going to take that. No. Oh, I was going to click and see how many stacks Kindred have, but I'll never get to do that, will I? Alright, well.
She got 1 in the river when she got caught out. And she's had Karma marked this entire game, so I would assume just the 1.
Yeah, I'm going to guess 1, maybe 2 if we're being generous, but... Oh, that was a good grenade. That's hard. One of Jin's Eternals is to do that. You have to get a max damage grenade, so you have to kill 3 things and then bop it onto a champion. That's really tough.
I really don't like the Eternals that are like really difficult to do. It's like this isn't normal gameplay. So like one of the kindred ones is to last hit somebody with the proc of your E. And it's like so often someone's left with like a sliver of health or you know, you're using the E for the slow. It's like this isn't really how this ability is used.
Like I get it
Uh,
because it's an execute, but at the same time, it's not. Yeah, it's not
you-
really
you-
realistic.
just because it is an execute doesn't usually mean that it does execute, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh.
That
Oh, it was the
unstable.
spellbook. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, he's
I
just
was
barriering for no
paused
reason.
for a moment too. I was like,
ROTM just, you know, expending summoner spells across the map just to flex, I guess.
yeah,
But no, that's
yeah,
the
that's
spellbook.
yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, last Spartan on this Silas, it doesn't. You know, last game on the set, it felt like he was everywhere they needed to be. Had so much pressure on the map. This time around, doesn't seem like he's had as much of an impact as we saw last game. Um, the Silas pick just it doesn't seem to be quite as effective. As the set was.
Yeah, now Trinity Force finished up for Tendies. Trinity Force on the way for Liposuction lane. Kind of interestingly.
Is that the build? If you go Volibear jungle?
I mean, Trinity Force is so expensive, but the components are fine to sit on. I don't know. I'm not sure.
But its team isn't like lacking damage. I feel like just tankiness, like
I feel
the
like
run past that you item.
yeah, Deadman's or Righteous Glory feel like the item, but
Yeah, I think Righteous into like Stone Plate would be the play.
anyway, this might be a fight. Firelight not able to find that mark there, but I mean that was a blind hook. Like that was always going to happen. They steal the Solar Flare.
Which can be really strong for a Silas. Has a pretty big AP ratio. Can do quite a bit of damage if he's able to land it onto a priority target. So we see just some poking going down here as they're fighting over vision.
Lane gets caught just a little bit, pulled back in by Firelight. A lot of damage coming through. They will finally finish him off as DTS is able to secure that kill. Now Maximus forced to run away. The captive audience finds a target, but now that dang dude gets knocked up. The Cyclone from Cardinals is very good. The second knockup comes through. Tendies is able to finish him off. They're trying to turn this one back around. Lamb's Respite just makes this a mess again. Anchadaslado's trying to get them out of the Kindred ult, but he doesn't find anybody. Tendies is super low. Everybody's super low. Firelight flashes away. Last Spartan Man dashes over the wall. I can't really take stock of this. Maximus might be able to track him down. He doesn't have any mana, though. Prodigium? Oh, the W doesn't quite find it. Karsuda's just running away.
They will take it there. I think this fight's over.
No, Karsuda's gonna die.
Oh no, the Mobies. Oh.
He's like, Leona, take me. Not gonna happen. Prodigium finishes this one off.
Wow. At the end of the day, I'm not even sure what that ended up being.
It was
It
slightly
started out as-
RTM favored. That's all I've got.
Yeah, it started out with Liposuction Lane getting caught out. Just so much damage, surprisingly enough, coming out. The Volibear, normally an extremely tanky champion, was taken down very quickly by this double Bork composition of SADBOIS. And then the Cardinals 29 teleport in with the ultimate. Was really surprised to see just, he had a massive ult, hit a lot of people, but just no damage came out of it. Not normally what you see from Wukongs. And ROTM comes out at the end of it up 4k gold, up 5 kills on the scoreboard, and hitting these massive item completions. Oh no!
They're gonna land that. Tendies forced to use the Onslaught of Shadows to run away. Lane just trying to front line. They'll try to turn it back onto Firelight. He's pretty low, so's last Spartan Man, but he's got the Onslaught of Shadows as Firelight will finally fall. Karasuda just dies on the top side of that fight. I didn't even narrate what happened to him. Lane is going to lose the Battle of the Junglers, but RTM takes the mid tower in exchange.
And what looked like Tendies getting caught out, he was able to re-engage on it and pick up a couple kills for his team. Liposuction Lane just chasing a little bit too far into the Silas who had his ultimate. But this is yet another dragon going to the side of ROTM, putting them again on Soul Point.
Yeah, I wanted to mention at one point, and it's been lost since then, Cardinals should be going for a Black Cleaver, I think, this game. Mostly my opinion, but
probably.
The Armor Shred for Kindred and Ash is too valuable, but Prodigium's going to Oh, able to escape the captive audience. Has to be Lambs Respited away. Now the ultimate just coming through. Can he find his mark? It doesn't look like it. Last Spartan Man just soaks all of that
So,
up.
perfect world, I think Kindred is also going Cleaver, but instead it looks like she's going for Hurricane, which is fine. Lots of attack speed, but yeah, I think that you need at least one Cleaver here.
Yeah, I just think the Cleaver, even on that initiation, he would have shredded through 4 people's armor and allowed DTS and Karasuda just to layer in the damage from the backside. He's not doing a huge amount of damage, and his job isn't to do damage in this composition. His job is to create space, and if he can shred armor as a result of that, that'd be super good. But
I think you're correct.
just a
Plus,
yeah.
especially when you're behind, in this top lane matchup, going for the cheaper item, you could have hit that power spike around the same time that Tendies was hitting his, and that could have made the difference in a couple of fights. I think that you're probably correct.
The one thing I know a little bit about Bruiser itemization, here we go. Tendies, though, finds DTS, and he does not have Lamb's Respite now, and it's just a matter of who's going to take him down, and it'll be the Hecarim that
Real
gets
quick,
that in his pocket.
before it changes, could we talk about Silas's itemization?
Oh, that's super
50%
weird.
CDR. I would assume he has Transcendence. But what the fuck? Finish an
Oh,
item.
they're starting up the... Okay, so this team
They
comp
have
doesn't do
Jhin,
dragons
they
fast.
don't do it fast.
Yeah. They also only have 4 people. Leona's not with them. Not that that's like a huge DPS, but
Enemy
Leona's around the
junglers
side. They're
live
going to
and
pull
up.
Tendies over. Now, okay, they were looking for the fight, I guess. Last Spartan Man gets chunked through. So does Firelight. Cardinals is doing a lot of zoning with this ultimate. Can they find the re-engage? Tendies takes down Firelight, but it's 1-for-1 so far. Cardinals forced to flee. Tendies going to take him down, presumably. It's a double kill for Hecarim. They're trying to track down more. The Mantra Q finds its mark. The W isn't going to finish him off. Maximus finds a DTS, just going to stand strong and start layering autos into him. But it doesn't matter right now. Volley not going to find the mark on that E. Oh, it's so close.
So
Nobody's
many
dying.
low health
though.
bars.
DTS gets ignited up now, forced to dance away with that Dance of Arrows. It's a ROTM favorite. Oh, the flash forward! The Mantra Q doesn't quite finish off DTS as he has the counter flash available.
Yeah, it still has that Lamb's Respite. I was able to hold on to it that whole time. At the end of the day, that's points for SADBOIS, as they were able to stop the Baron. Our team ended up turning on to them and wasn't quite able to pick up that many kills. I think they got 1.
Ooh.
Yeah. But, good for them as they're able to stop that, keep themselves in this game. Once that Baron comes down, it just becomes so much harder to stop the push, stop the objective, stop the bleeding.
There's a Rift Herald here. I don't exactly know why. I think I missed that episode. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, when did they drop that?
It would have had to have dropped after the last fight. Just drop it mid for the tier 2, I guess. That's a little revisionist of me, but... had to drop it from base, ran out of time. Oh, well, I guess that's why we missed it then. Yeah, so a minute left on this dragon. That would be Mountain Soul.
Checking up on items.
Karma, oh, is he okay?
Tendies,
okay, he's fine. Sorry.
Tendies is going for the death stance. Has components. Is well on his way. Is going to be a tanky boy once he gets that. Liposuction lane. Finished up the Trinity Force. That dang dude finished
Firelight
up the death
flashes,
cap.
He hits the hook. Liposuction lane should fall at the end of this. The double volley bear ults are kind of ridiculous. Karasuda trying to kite back away from Tendies. Onslaught of Shadows is good, but the Kindred ult is a little bit better, keeping everybody alive for the time being, but Prodigium finishes off 1. It's 1-for-1. It's still a mess. Tendies escapes out the backside. Last Spartan Man finishes him off. On the other side, though, they're tracking down Prodigium. He's trying to kite away. He has the 4th shot. He can zoom, but the dash from Cardinals does find him. Now Maximus in trouble. He's the last man standing for RTM, but that'll be a choice of objectives for SADBOIS, and they're going to choose both of the objectives.
Going with option number 3 is Wukong's going to try and solo out that dragon, but the rest of them are starting up the Baron. That fight happened when they were down almost 7k gold, able to come out on top, and Maximus is
Maximus
just
is
trying to
doing all right in this
pressure
fight.
off of it. I
Oh,
mean, no.
no.
Conqueror's proc, there's no.
Oh, the W though? The dragon? No, it's not gonna happen.
And
All
the
right.
big thing is the lane. He's stalled enough for lane to get here. Teleport coming in from Tendies. And RTM is looking for Cardinals.
They'll find
Able to
card.
pick.
Oh,
Oh!
Onslaught of Shadows will finish him off. They're still finishing Baron while this is happening.
But that's Mountain Soul going over to RTM. I'd assume eventually his lane continues to beat on it.
Yeah, there it goes.
There we go.
All right, so Baron for Mountain Soul. Um, what? Who do you got?
Um,
Without seeing what happens on this Baron power play, don't delay on it. Who you got?
okay, not delaying on it. I would imagine. You want to think Soul, but the way that RTM has been losing these fights, I think SADBOIS might be able to force something. Our team has lost every single fight when they're up 7k gold. Now they're only up 3k. It really comes down to how much they're able to get from this Baron. If they're able
No,
to
that's a
push
cop out. Do you want the Baron or do you want the Mountain Soul?
I want Mountain Soul because I could
Okay.
just stall for 10 more minutes and it's always good. But SADBOIS, they reset. They've wasted half their Baron already. Oh, are they gonna... Pings are coming down onto Tendies, but Tendies is a fast boy. Gonna be able to just walk away.
All right, last
That's
Spartan
Spartan
man.
Man.
They might have found Maximus here. They get the abduct. They haven't done any damage to him yet, but they still have CC. They can start layering through. Oh, pull him back in. He's got the stone plate. Maximus should eventually die, you imagine. Yeah, there he goes. It's Cardinals that picks it up, and now it's 5v4 on the map for SADBOIS.
Yep, SADBOIS able to get the pick, so we'll see if they're able to get much from this Baron power play, at least this turret. I would imagine the tier 2 as well. Question comes down, will they be able to break open the inhibitor turret?
Firelight's looking for hooks. He's set up over here in his home. No one gonna step up to scrap with that, though. Tendies is split. He's coming around the side. This could be a big engage for RTM. Do they want it 5v4 though? Maximus has respawned finally. Tendies just gonna rejoin the team to try to hold off the push. They actually don't get the tower off of that.
Wow.
Oh, they're looking for it still.
Karasuda.
Tendies. Karasuda. Oh no.
He got left behind. Cardinals just dipped on him. Oh
Now
no.
Firelight's gonna fall as well. Fourth shot from Prodigium as he's able to count. And DTS will get
Oh,
feared back in.
no.
ROTM finds a couple of picks.
And after what was looking so good for SADBOIS, they made the comeback. They got the Baron. They got some turret money. Unfortunately, overstay. And ROTM is able to run it down. We'll see how much they're able to get here. I'm pretty sure they should probably just be hitting turret. They definitely get inhib. DTS is still dead for 30 seconds. They might be able to pressure ending the game.
They're
Nope,
not
they're
going to be
gonna
that
back up.
aggressive. Yeah, they're just going
I
to
think
back
they
up.
could have.
I think they could have as well.
That's okay. They're still in a pretty good position. They won a fight finally. Up 4k, got the inhibitor. We have Baron coming up in 3 minutes. Dragon up in about the same.
Oh,
And
what? Okay, he does finish it off. Yeah, and SADBOIS are already just zipping out on the map. They might look for something here.
there's no rest as they're already looking. They're trying to find
They have pings on that
Tendies or
dang dude.
that dang dude. Oh no, he's so
Firelight
fast.
zips in. He's so fast. He gets the hook onto Tendies. They have everything come in. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow as well. Can they actually finish off the Hecarim? He's able to zip out, but that dang dude might get left behind. No CC to follow up. There's another knockup.
Oh
They
no, that
go the
shield.
shield. Okay, they finally finish him off. They get the hook back in. They'll find Tendies as well. That's 2 kills for SADBOIS as Maximus won't die. I'm going to stake my claim on that one, unless he just re-engages for no reason.
I mean, as we saw at level 1, right? But Firelight is insane, able to get the flash hook to pick up Tendies on the backside of that fight. And that's what you're looking for with SADBOIS. You know, they're immediately turning it back around, getting a couple picks, stalling this game out longer, getting you closer to your item breakpoints as we see Lane is able to secure this crab. Now down to 90 seconds on both Baron and Elder.
Oh man, Lane
I mean,
went more damage. Like, it's not a lot more damage, but he went Executioners.
yeah, Executioners. I don't like that. I think Bramble would be so much better, right?
I I mean, we're both of the opinion that he just needed to be tankier to begin with.
Yeah.
So I think
His
saying
team
that he
has-
needs to be tankier is redundant. But
Oh, okay. Sorry.
no, it's fine. But like, it's the same point. We're just making it a second time. Is what I'm saying.
True. I see Lane.
Yeah, Lane gonna
looking
try
for
to
the
force the
pick.
engage. He'll find last Spartan Man, the jump forward. Everybody's just ulting, and I can't tell quite what's happening. The big solar flare, though, from Maximus. Shots coming down from Jin, but they haven't been able to finish anybody off. Tendies is just scrapping. He gets the Conqueror proc DTS around the side, trying to do some damage. They finally finish off Tendies. Lane falls as well. They might have bitten off more than they can chew. Big turn. They'll find 3. Firelight pulls back in Maximus. They'll find 4. SADBOIS turn that fight. That was really good kiting. Really good usage of their abilities.
So far. They went so hard trying to pick up the kills, and unfortunately, SADBOIS just did a great job of kiting them out, keeping them at arm's length while still dealing damage, and they're able to turn it back around, able to pick up those kills right before the major objectives start, and Prodigium might get caught out too.
Oh, he trades at least, but yeah, he'll get caught out.
But Elder Dragon is up right now. Baron is up right now. You could have one person solo Elder and everyone else go do Baron. This is such a great position for SADBOIS. Looks like they're going with the safe option of having everyone kill Elder, but this is so good for them. Elder is so strong. It means that they should be able to turn this into securing the Baron as well as breaking open some of the base. This is really good for the first time, picking up a gold lead, up over 1,000 gold. And RotM just overextending, overcommitting, going a little bit too far, wasn't quite able to put out the damage, and SADBOIS took advantage of it.
Yeah. More importantly, I think it denies the Elder from RotM. If they get that, that sounds pretty game-ending with the 4 stacks, but now they can position around Baron basically as aggressively as they want. They have the poke, the damage. Cardinals has teleport as he goes back to grab, looks like finishing the Guardian Angel. So
is it not the same buff, no matter who gets it?
No, you get more based on the amount of dragons you have. Yeah.
More of a burn. It still has the same execute, though.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll see if SADBOIS... I mean, they should just be starting the Baron. You know, we have the omnipotent view and we're able to see everything, but...
Yeah, they actually should see Lane on that jungle camp right now, so this is completely safe. There's no contest from RotM, and that'll be Baron for SADBOIS.
That Elder Drake is just too scary to try and fight into. And now, we'll see what SADBOIS is able to do with this Baron. I would imagine that they have to be able to break open the base here. Starting out with the tier 1 on the top lane. And that lasted 33 minutes. Oh, Ashol hits Prodigium, but no follow-up, no one around to help out. Just poking him out a little bit. You know, applying a little bit of pressure, letting him know who's boss.
Yeah, they're playing this super slow. They're, you know, the classic 1-2-2 split push strat coming out here.
You know, 1-2-2, except Blitzcrank is kind of the one who is pushing top lane, and Kindred was doing the blue buff. You know, support split push is always the best strat.
Anyway, they will finally start rolling through these towers now. Yeah, they grab the top lane tier 2, they grab the mid lane tier 2. They still have some Baron buff to work with as they grab the bot lane tier 2 as well. Yeah, just buy the book, sweeping through. Oh,
I'd imagine
wait,
Elder. What?
That was such a weird visual bug, but they find the kill, they find the hook onto Prodigium. That was really well done by Firelight.
Firelight has just been able to find these hooks over and over in these fights, and that time around able to find it onto Prodigium, and they might be able to push for the end of the game here.
Yeah. Oh, another hook! Firelight is on fire! Lane tries to jump onto Karasuda, but he's not able to find it. Tendies is taken low. He gets knocked up by the Cyclone. Ignite will finish him off. Maximus, the last one alive for RTM, as he's getting kited away. It's a double kill for DTS. It's the game going for the student athletes, demonstrating brilliant organizational and inspirational success.
SADBOIS off the back of Firelight, picking up those those picks there at the end. What what a game by them, able to withstand the onslaught from ROTM, able to turn it back around, pick up the objectives at the end of the day. That's game 2 going over to them. Wow.
Yeah, so
That's-
we're tied up at 1. We'll go to game number 3, and that was two kind of endings out of nowhere, right? We saw the back door from Camille essentially in game number 1, and then that one just 2 hooks from Firelight back to back basically sealed the deal.
Yeah, no, that was the one ending there, and well done to SADBOIS, able to pick that one up at the end. Wow. I mean, you think back to what, 7, 8 minutes ago when ROTM was in the base, there were still 30 seconds left on the Kindred spawn. They decided to play it safe, and unfortunately, SADBOIS able to take advantage of it and come back into it. Wow. That was nuts.
Yeah, this is quite a series. Lads, you have to see from the POV. Okay, well,
What are we seeing?
that hook apparently from the POV of Firelight. I do want to see it. I don't know
Yeah.
if you just want to message me on Discord. That way I won't get. Sorry, I'm loading game 3 in the background as well. You're getting spoilers. Oh, is that the Yone? Oh, good. It didn't get It didn't get stopped. Nice. The 6 viewers demand this. Okay. All right. Here's the clip.
Loki.gg is Loki.gg. I've been using Outplayed.
Look for hook on Jin, by the way. I'm gonna hit it.
It is
I can
good.
just
Is
feel
it
in my
better?
bones, you know?
I thought it was gonna be out, by the way.
I haven't
Someone-
tried.
Oh.
This one.
Yeah, maybe this is. Maybe
That
this is
hook was
maybe this is
nuts. What?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Look for hook on Jin, by the way. I'm gonna hit it.
He
I can
just felt
feel
it in
my
his
I thought
bones.
it
What
was
a
gonna be out,
god.
by the way, but
Somebody's
someone-
plus midway. Got him.
Yeah, maybe this
What a
is-
god.
maybe this is-
Holy
maybe this is-
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this is them. Maybe
I'm
this is them.
probably just gonna take bullet barrel and go fucking ape.
No, but we just pog. We just pog out here.
Yeah, I have heck. Look for
Oh,
my
we don't
flash
get to
hook,
see the
okay?
flash
Yeah,
hook
what
on the
flash
Karma,
hook?
but wow. That's that was a fucking hook. Holy shit.
all right. I'm at 38 seconds on this video.
He even knew it was gonna be on Jin. Oh my god, he's nuts. Sorry, I was rewatching the clip. What a monster.
Called
An
his shot,
absolute
took it. Yeah.
Call him fucking Babe Ruth. What's our timer?
38 seconds.
Okay, I'm there.
If you're ready, well, I'll just count it down.
I am ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, game number 3 of this exhausting series. After you've already played, what, 7 games of League of Legends today?
Yeah,
Competitively? Ooh.
too many. Now we're watching. Oh no, it's the cheese! It's the new cheese that we saw. Did we see it last week? The week before?
Yeah, it was the week before. It was in the Diamond Final, right?
Yeah, it was in the. Was it Diamond Finals or was it? I think it was Plat Semis. It was GSM against whatever team they beat. Right? Because Midnight Slushy pulled it out and did that cheese and was able to pick up a kill there.
Yeah, yeah.
Either
It was
way,
Midnight
that's
Slushy. Yeah, for sure.
that plays fucking insane. I love that.
All right.
I wasn't able to find anyone there, but sorry, I'm
Anyway.
already loving this.
On the bottom side of the rift, wearing the blue health bars for game number 3, going to be the SADBOIS. Cardinals 29 playing Ornn, Last Spartan Man on Silas, DTS on the Nunu mid, and Karsuda and Firelight on Ashe and Thresh.
And ROTM looking to see if they can come back in this one and secure it. We have Tendies 2 in the top lane on the Aurelia, Liposuction lane, the jungle on the Sejuani, Dat Dang Dude with the Ziggs mid, and then Prodigium and Maximus with the Karma Ezreal bottom lane. And already off the bat, I'm looking at Aurelia's Sejuani. That 2v2 is so strong because Aurelia's melee, she's able to continually stack Sejuani's E, and it's going to be very difficult if ROTM's able to, really connect on these two characters for SADBOIS to deal with, I believe.
Yeah, and in mid, I'm also kind of curious. The new mid, a new technology, basically. But Zig seems fine against that. You can satchel him away from the snowball, which seems pretty good.
That's the big tech, is that he can cancel the snowball every time that Nunu wants to use it, which is pretty significant because Nunu just wants
level
the snowball backline.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was hyping that. Oh, I should have kept hyping it. He's got the autos in. Not going to finish him off. But Nunu is just around the corner. Snowball lands from DTS. He's going to auto down, gets the Dark Harvest proc. And he's fine.
Tendy's like, what the fuck? Their mid laner's top already? That dang dude didn't take Satchel W level 2. And it means that...
Firelight? Oh, just a little wide on the hook, but it's going to be enough damage anyway. The flash forward.
Maximus.
First blood for Karasuda. What a nice play by Karasuda and Firelight.
Wow, this bot lane has just been so strong. Yo,
he needs to be careful, though. Prodigium trying to turn this. Heal from Karasuda. Okay, they're going to trade 1-for-1.
Oh, but Thresh has to shove that under turret. There's so much XP right there. Karasuda's going to be screwed.
Tendy's dashes out. Liposuction lane's just in the area. He's super low, though. He can't win this fight. Cardinals turns it back around. Gets the knock-up. Does he have the Bellows Breath? Oh, he's going to back out.
Cardinals, you win those. Go in, man. Go in.
Oh, he had both of them if he hit a Bellows Breath, but not the confidence.
He could have flashed W'd.
I get it. He doesn't have the confidence, especially as a point sink, I think is the term that they use.
Oh Jesus, that sounds pretty BM.
It kind of does. Like when I say it out loud now, I've been thinking the whole time. I'm like, oh, that sounds fine, whatever. But
I think it's pretty fucked up. Oh yeah, my top lane, he's just our point sink. Don't worry. Oh. But yeah, especially in a lane, against someone like Tendies 2 on a champion like the Aurelia, you don't want to give up that early kill. If you end up falling behind, it just becomes so much harder.
Maximus gets hooked back in. The aggression from the bottom lane, Karasuda just autoing through, and he'll find another kill onto Maximus. Stuns in the top lane, though. Tendi's going to be able to find the solo kill onto Cardinals.
What? He's fighting your own wave. Tendies didn't have to take anything because he was fighting on the other side of the minions, and for all of his safety, for all of his cautious play, Tendies 2 still able to pick up the kill onto Cardinals, and that's a massive wave up there that he's able to eat as well. How already has a 12 CS lead. This top lane is just already disastrous. This bottom lane. Throughout this series, I would say that the one consistent has been Karasuda and Firelight have had so much pressure in the bottom lane, have been playing extremely well. As we see,
lane just
a little bit of pressure here in the bottom lane. And Firelight has no HP, he can't stick around.
Yeah, I think most of our audience right now is like familiar with Prophecy Cup, but it's a points league where you're assigned points based on your solo queue rating, and so these are two completely opposite teams in terms of theory on how to win Prophecy Cup, where SADBOIS have two very high ranked players and one moderately ranked player and two lower ranked players, and then ROTM is basically the average across the board.
So SADBOIS, I assume it's Firelight and Last Spartan Man. Those are the two super high rated.
Yes.
Okay.
Cardinals is gonna get solo. Oh, that
Tendies.
dash though. Tendies is
he's dead.
Oh.
Okay.
He was almost healed enough off of those dashes, so that was closer than I thought it would be.
Very close. Able to pick up another solo kill. And the big thing is that solo kill is nice, but it's denying all of that XP to the Ornn, especially a champion like Ornn. You want to get him to that level 13, level 14, where he starts making some items for his team, and this just sets him even further behind. It's going to be so difficult now. As we see that interaction, that natural charge, keeping Nunu away from the wave.
Neither one of them have any mana now. This is just auto attacks going back and forth. Lane is already top waiting for a gank, and he's gonna find it onto Cardinals.
No, not like this. He has a family
is in the area. Another stun coming through. The knockback.
Can
Tendy's actually get in the area. Yeah, he went pretty early. Tendy's is finally here. Gets the stun. Double dash. Triple dash. There it is. And he's out.
Oh,
clean.
Well done there. You know, perhaps extremely early from Lane, but Tendy's was able to get there just in time. They're able to pick up another kill, and Tendy's is already massive on this Aurelia. 3-1-0, is well on his way to the Blade of the Ruined King, is going to be a monster this game.
Yeah, also kind of interesting is just because Lane has been sitting topside this whole game, basically, they did give up the dragon. So that's an ocean dragon going to SADBOIS, which I think is their first elemental dragon of the series.
It is. It definitely is. So we'll see if they're able to pressure that soul like RotM has so consistently done so far over the series. As we see, we're watching Cardinals just walk down to the bottom lane. We're seeing the early lane swap, which is, you know, of course, for that Herald, and you know, pretty good timing on it because SADBOIS is going to be the first ones there.
Well,
they
not only is it for the
it.
Herald, it also gets Cardinals out of that lane matchup potentially if RTM doesn't match. And if they do match, then you have Herald prior. Like, this is a really nice win-win for SADBOIS. I really like this decision.
Yeah, really well done there. And it's not like Ezreal's going to be solo killing the Ornn. So I think Ornn's pretty happy to just chill down here. And it looks like it might be the 4v4 in the top lane there around that Herald. SADBOIS had the opportunity to start it while RotM was all in base. Ended up delaying it a bit, ate a couple waves.
Dashes away, but gets hit by his own ult from last Spartan Lane and gets hooked back in by Firelight. Ziggs bomb over the top. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. The satchel charge just trying to get distance. Flash forward from Karasuda, but Firelight takes the kill with the Ignite. Now Tendy's jumps in. He finds one. They find two. He's going to clean this one up. DTS and Firelight fall. It's a double kill for Tendy's too, and 4 kills for RTM.
Wow, what a monster ult there from Tendy's, who's able to get the 4-man ult into the 4-man stun and just clean up that entire fight. What was pretty close at the beginning is SADBOIS was able to get the catch out on liposuction lane. Weren't able to finish him off, and then Tendy's showed up. It's already an absolute monster and only becomes stronger from here. Oh, that's...
Prodigium has the red buff, so after he hits the Mystic shot, he can't walk up to the wave. Lane needs to be a little careful here. Okay, Max is going to help him out. Finally, he's fine. Last Spartan Man just hanging out. Did they see him? I guess not.
Sejuani doesn't have the passive. If he went in before Sejuani healed their entire health bar, he probably could have gotten the kill.
Yeah, now just burns that all into the Aftershock proc as well. Nunu's going to come in.
Maximus just take it.
Maximus kiting back away. DTS is super low and will finally finish him off. They'll try to stun up last Spartan Man. He goes back in. They'll trade at least as they do find the kill onto liposuction lane. Cardinals is in trouble as he's just trying to run away. Maximus goes in. Prodigium flashes forward. They'll find the kill, but Prodigium will die to the tower.
They're bullying poor Cardinals as he's able to pick up the shutdown. That's, you know, some solace there.
Firelight's just going to be a raptor. Oh, he hits the hook.
He doesn't have Ignite, so I don't think there's any chance of him killing
the
here.
Satchel charge. Maximus is just going to stay in the box
Maximus
for the time being.
Tanking.
That damage.
Why did he Q Thresh to tank turret? What? I mean, well done there by Firelight, able to pick up the kill in the 1v2 situation.
Oh, he's going for it again. The hook back in into... Oh! He had just enough time to flash into the satchel charge from that dang dude. He'll get snared up, but the Mega Inferno Bomb isn't quite enough to finish off Firelight. DTS will finally finish him off. Autos? E, maybe? Anything. Alright, there we go.
There we go. Oh, and Firelight, just an absolute monster, able to set up these plays. You know, we saw it last game on the Blitzcrank, this game on the Thresh. This guy is someone you have to be watching out for. He's constantly creating opportunities for SADBOIS as they're behind, but you know he's doing his best to keep them in it.
Yeah, he's got you know, a third of their kills right now. The other third's on Cardinals, who's behind 40 CS. So just I think the issue right now is just the gold distribution, right?
Yeah, it's not quite ideal. Whereas on RotM, oh, wait, what a dick! He brought him all the way over to Autumn in front of him. Oh my god. Oh, liposuction lane already becoming a jungle main. You could tell, you know.
Chunkler, look, I got this blue buff for you. Never mind. Alright, well. They'll get the Rift Herald mid. They get a good chunk of gold off of that.
Yeah, they have satchel. They should be able to. Oh no! Uses the satchel to cancel the.
Firelight not quite able to find that hook. Cardinals is now farming underneath his tier 2.
But that was interesting.
That was a lot of
He
damage on
had to use
Karasuda.
his, satchel to cancel the Nunu snowball. Wasn't able to get the turret. You know, they're able to pick it up now, so no harm, no foul there. But interesting interaction there as we see Cardinals just doing his best. He has the Tabi, has the Bramble Vest, has the Bomby Cinder.
Karasuda.
Oh.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow gets him out to safety. Oh, I thought that auto might have hit him after the shield fell off, but it didn't happen. RTM feels like they're running the map. They're only ahead 2 kills, but boy, if they don't have the better run of play, yeah.
Oh yeah. It feels like, oh no, Firelight. He has the Ignite, might be able to make a play here, might be able to
Maximus
secure a
gets
kill.
trapped in the box again. Mega Inferno Bomb really doesn't
Oh!
do anything. I was looking to ult over the wall from liposuction lane. They trade one back as last Spartan Man flies in. Firelight's super low, another teleport coming in. Cardinals looking for that knock-up. He'll find liposuction lane. Last Spartan Man grabs the Sejuani ult, but they have to get out as Tendies comes in off of the teleport.
Tendies has the finish, Bork has the finish, Wit's End, might be able to look for something here. He's absolutely massive. But
the rest of the tower. Oh, he gets hit by the Sejuani ult. He's getting chunked down. He dies. Karasuda shuts him down, and they turn this one back around.
And that's exactly where you want to see the money go. Oh my god, that's massive for SADBOIS as they were able to get 850 gold directly into the pocket of Karasuda from the overextension, a little bit overstaying there from ROTM. And what a game. TTS and Maximus are having a little bit of fun here in the mid lane.
It's very one-sided fun. I think DTS is having fun, and Max is just like, oh god, don't hit me. But...
Snowball fights are fun for everyone, right? You know, Maximus threw his own snowball back at him. I think it was good-natured fun there.
Oh,
but fire! Oh, Firelight! Bro, chill. He's hitting everything. What a monster.
Alright, so it's a 5,000 gold lead somehow. I guess 4.5 for
That's
RTM,
like all
right?
on Tendies. Look at the item disparity between Tendies and Cardinals.
Yeah,
it's
Tendies
disgusting.
Small lead on Prodigium as well, but yeah,
I mean, even in the mid lane, it's, you know, finished Ludens versus components of a Protobelt. And Protobelt is so significantly cheaper, you would expect that to be finished, you know, long before the Ludens is, but...
Tendies feels the pressure. Oh, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands on him. Do they actually have the damage
to
kill
turns
Tendies?
This.
Yeah,
Ignite!
Ignite might be enough. He tries to turn it with the ult. Actually, the damage from Vanguard's Edge from Karasuda walking into it was almost enough. The Ezreal ult! Oh! The sniper Prodigium. Able to find Karasuda at the end of that one. He'll Arcane Shift forward. He's trying to find last Spartan Man. The healing is so good, though, from that Hylas W. Cardinals is able to find the mark with the Hammer Boy bouncy time, and they'll take down Maximus as well.
Wow, and those are a lot of good picks for RotM. Unfortunately, they lost Karasuda in the first. A lot of good picks for SADBOIS against RotM. Unfortunately, they lost Karasuda on the back end of one of them, but it's exactly what you want when you're down gold there. Picking up the kills, picking up, you know, finding these picks, and now grabbing this Rift Herald as well. They're doing well to stay in this game, you know, after a start that looked really bad for them.
And we'll see what they can get done with this Rift Herald. I'm very curious if they're able to pop a tower, basically, as most of the towers for RTM are pretty untouched.
If you wait 2 minutes, Tendies will int into you. As long as you have enough people there, you can get the kill onto him and then push down with Herald, right?
Yeah,
So,
the plan.
yeah, I think that's the plan. Oh, wow. How is that dang dude so far ahead of DTS? Oh, okay. Well, DTS ended up buying the Medjais. He's not as far ahead now. But before that, I was just extremely surprised that there was such a disparity in the gold there that I wasn't seeing
Yeah.
on here reflected.
Yeah, a lot of it was that tower in mid lane. He was there for the
All the
Rift Herald
plays.
pop plus the execution with his satchel charge. Got him, first tower plus 2 extra plates. Oh, hook onto Prodigium. Firelight's just smurfing this game, though. They can't quite find the kill onto him, though, and they have to run away.
Oh,
Good flash
so
from
much
Karasuda, able to
damage.
dodge that True Shot Barrage. Prodigium's doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, Prodigium, and I think most of that was the Ziggs, just able to throw everything down on Karasuda's head and just, with 0 magic resist, it's very difficult to exist as an 80 carry against Ziggs. There's so much damage. Last Spartan Man has the Ziggs ult. Firelight.
Oh,
flashes
Firelight
forward.
finds the hook.
What? He lands the hook, but that dang dude forced to flash away. Firelight's just a monster.
Yeah, Tendies is going to try to turn this one around. They'll stun up Karasuda on the backside. He'll get smited down by Liposuction Lane. DTS will fall as well. It's a double kill for the Sejuani. And RTM defend their mid lane tower after Shelly gets dropped.
Yeah, ROTM picking up those kills now 5 versus
Oh,
3.
another hook.
Oh my god.
He's
Firelight
going to
is
die
just
for it this time, but, he keeps finding them.
worth. If you say it first in all chat, it has to be true.
Yeah, they'll trade that one back. Last Spartan Man's on a killing spree.
Check the timer. 2 minutes exactly on attendees inting again. Oh shit. I mean, this is just both teams going back and forth, being in their heads against each other. And RTM, even though the kills are entirely even, up more than 5,000 gold. It's a pretty massive lead for them. But SADBOIS is doing a good job of staying in it. Unfortunately for them, DTS on the Nunu did end up losing all of his Medjai stacks in that last fight. So it's a lot of gold efficiency that went out the window. And when you're behind, losing out on your gold efficiency isn't ideal. Last Spartan Man on the Silas, again, doing this so much CDR build.
Hey, what items should I build on Silent? Just CDR. All of them? Yeah.
I mean, so it's probably fine, but
It's
not
like a
really.
garbage sale CDR build, though.
So, but like, why go Kindle Gem if you're gonna go like Sheen and
Didn't he go Glacial Shroud after this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maximus is gonna get pulled in. He'll get taken down. Oh, the heal is actually almost enough to keep him alive, but not quite enough there.
So usually you go Kindle Gem because you're gonna go Protobelt or Spirit Visage, right? But if he's finishing Iceborne Gauntlet before Spirit Visage, why even grab the Kindle Gem? It seems strange that he's delaying his item power spike for no reason. For a little bit of extra HP, I guess? Is it worth though?
Yeah, a couple of ults sail wide there from ROTM as Last Spartan Man and Karasuda were trying to push down this mid tower, trying to find any claw that they can get into ROTM territory. And despite being ahead on kills, it's still rough times right now for the SADBOIS.
Definitely very rough for them as they're just trying to pick up any sort of scraps around the map as they can. Tendi's still applying so much pressure in the side lane, getting close to that Death Dance power point. That dang dude on the Ziggs has to be sitting on so much gold. He's had those exact same items for several minutes. I imagine he's very close to finishing the death cap, and once that's finished, it's going to be very hard for Karasuda to exist in these fights unless he's able to pick up some magic resist. Which magic resist has actually quite a bit of use. Everyone on ROTM has some magic damage, so a little bit of MR goes a long way.
Yeah, Tendi's is creeping towards that flame horizon as well. Oof.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the Wit's End, but it gives him so much healing as well as tankiness when he's low. Once he finishes that Death Dance, It's already hard for Cardinals to sit in the side lane against him. It only gets worse from here. Maybe once he gets some cold steel, it can slow Irelia's attack speed. It feels a little bit better, but I don't know.
Some cold steel. You're just gonna flex with the passive name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care which item he gets, as long as he's getting cold steel.
They're gonna pick Maximus again. Eventually.
Maximus is
Yeah,
very
okay.
dead. He's had
Carson.
a rough game, and honestly, kind of a rough series. Thinking back to his Leona in game 2, Maximus is just it seems like he's being targeted out here by SADBOIS, as they're just able to pick him off quite a bit.
Yeah, 1 in 8, not the most ideal scoreline, I would say.
Yeah, half of your team's death is not not quite ideal.
All right, will Lane actually give over the blue buff this time?
He's leaving it at 1,000 HP this time, not even risking it. Must have had some words from Shivum there, is he?
All right, 45 seconds on the dragon. All right. I'd always be worried Tendies has left the game. Well, I guess our team loses then, right?
Yeah, that's their entire gold lead out the window.
This is the one thing I really like about doing replays rather than live. We haven't had to sit through the 3 pauses that have happened in this series.
For sure.
So that's nice.
It's always nice.
Anyway, dragons in 20 seconds. It's a Cloud Dragon for the Cloud Soul. Well, not for the Cloud Soul, but the eventual Cloud Soul, I guess is the words I'm trying to put together. Bombs just from that dang dude trying to stop their push in mid lane. Last Spartan Man last hits the turret, so first turret of the game for SADBOIS, and they'll start to walk in. They're really posturing for this fight on opposite sides. We're not able to see the dragon. It hasn't been started. Okay, nobody has hit it. It's just a very peaceful little Cloud Dragon.
Yeah, I'd imagine
SADBOIS
if
call
you're
off.
our team, you want to force this. That way, yeah, SADBOIS are just rushing down mid and maybe even rushing the Baron. I don't know, that seems ambitious, but
Yeah, that's
giving
really
up the
ambitious at 23.5 minutes. Okay, they're maybe going to wait for a pick.
But it's warded. It's warded.
Ezreal ult is MVP there, yeah. So they see they're not doing it. Hopefully not too false sense of security, because now they do start it. Tendies has teleport, he can join. That dang dude has teleport, he can join. They don't have anything to teleport to, though.
But this
Oh,
is
Mega
against
Inferno
Ziggs.
Bomb, there it
Ziggs
is. All right.
Damn it. Oh, yeah.
Now they're forced away. Cardinals.
They didn't even get the crab, so they're not going to have any vision once ROTM retakes here.
This is your Valorant expertise now.
Oh, the retakes?
Yeah, they got the retake now. They can just defend the site.
Yeah, absolutely. Where's their op at? That's my question.
It's Ziggs. I think that's pretty obvious, yeah.
Yeah, just set your op up on the side, make them watch a corner, and ROTM is starting the Baron up. They're planning the spike. We'll see if they're able to secure it.
Cardinals is here. He sees them doing it. Throws the Q into the pit. He's got the ult. Just gonna test the waters. Hits Prodigium with it. They're still going for it. Nunu's around the backside. He has smite. He has Consume. He doesn't have Smite though. He's just a mid lane Nunu. 1,000 health.
Nunu.
It goes to Ziggs. Is gonna secure it. 1 kill for RTM. It's 2 kills for RTM. They have to get out. Karasuda in a lot of trouble. He'll get dashed on, and Tendies will finish him off. It's 3 for ROTM, and Firelight might be in trouble as well. Maximus and Liposuction lane on the flank. They'll come in. They'll save Prodigium. They'll take another couple of kills to the grave. It's an ace for Return of the Middlesticks. The Bud Light ace, as you were.
The Bud Light Ace. Are we sponsored by Bud Light? Do we get some product after this?
We can only wish.
What an absurd Baron there is. DTS on the dude was able to hop over the wall. Liposuction lane used Smite, but somehow that dang dude ends up picking it up, and ROTM able to pick up the ace afterwards, and that mid lane inhibitor means that they're sort of poised to take the game in the next few minutes.
Yeah, it was just the AoE from the Ziggs ult, I think, was what finished off the
Which is
off the
insane.
Baron.
We saw it go from 1200 HP to 200 to dead. And at some point between 1200 and 200, Liposuction lane smited. Nunu used Consume, which I thought, unless he has 0 points in it, doesn't it out DPS smite at basically every level?
Yeah, The only other consideration would be if like Smite went on to one person and like if
He
Smite or
might have
Consumer
smited
on to
Nunu.
someone else. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I think we'll go back and watch it regardless of the outcome.
All I know is that it was absurd. That Baron was
It was a clinch for sure.
it was.
2 minutes on a Cloud Soul. I don't know that we'll. I mean, that seems like the obvious next point of contention. I don't know how valuable that really is in this game. I guess Irelia is super good with
I
it.
think if you're Irelia or even Sejuani or Karma, you're feeling pretty good about that. But
It's,
perhaps more importantly, it's just the CDR cooldown for someone like Ezreal or like Ziggs.
Yeah. Anyway, the
Did I say
siege here in
CDR
bottom. This
cooldown?
is free tower. SADBOIS are not positioned to respond. They're shoving out mid with 2 people. They're not going to be able to respond to this inhib turret. I don't know if RTM are aware of how far away SADBOIS are.
Normally giving up tier 2s is okay, but Nunu's coming in with the snowball.
Oh,
The biggest snowball ever.
He'll hit lane,
Oh.
hook. Oh, just dashed away from Mega Inferno Bomb over the top. Last Spartan Man gets chunked through. The Ezreal ult gonna just singe his backside as well, send him back to the fountain, and they'll secure another inhibitor tower. Hook onto Tendies, but they can't follow up as they don't have anybody right now. They're all back in fountain. Another snowball comes in and gets 2 knockups into the Ornn ult, 2 more knockups, but they just don't have any damage to actually follow through.
Your composition just doesn't have any real DPS, and the Silas trying for a Lich Bane, look at his inventory, he's only on components, he's never going to deal any damage. RTM is just too tanky at this point.
Firelight.
So we see Firelight.
Finds another
He's
hook
been-
onto liposuction lane. They'll continue to just throw CC down onto
my
the
God.
Sejuani, but now it's getting turned by RTM. The damage from the Ziggs and the Ezreal. Can they actually finish anybody off? Does it even really matter? Tendies does find 1 and they'll find 2, and that should be the end of the game as well.
Yeah, they have the wave from mid lane, and they're just pushing in here. They should be able to finish it up.
Yeah, they'll dash forward. Tendies dances on to Last Spartan Man. He's chunked really low, gets frozen up on the fountain, and nobody else will die. So that'll be the 2-1 for RTM. They remain undefeated. And big spoiler, because I'm not going to cast the shit show that is 3A Rams. RTM takes down Crimson Ravens to improve to 4-0 on the split as of current date.
Yeah, RTM.
Let's watch that Baron. I'm infinitely curious now.
I think 25 minutes, basically even.
All right. I've got 2458. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna. Oh, I don't want to change
Okay.
the quality. I'm gonna change the playback speed. I'm gonna set it to 0.5. Do you think
0.5.
that's slow enough?
That seems reasonable.
Okay. All right. 2458, 0.5 speed. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So we're DPSing. 5K. Nunu's gonna snowball in around.
Yep,
Or
he's gonna
walk
come
around.
around the backside because of the blast plant is there to
Yeah.
get over the wall. At level 12, Smite probably does like 700 damage, right?
That sounds about right.
Probably
It might be
something like
640. Okay. Here comes Nunu. What damage happens to Baron?
1200.
It's the E from Sejuani. There
Baron
was,
doesn't Nunu doesn't consume.
yeah, it was just the smite and the Ziggs damage. God, this sounds terrible. All right.
So it's just a super early Smite from lane, and DTS gets CC'd and isn't able to cast consume. He has one job and wasn't quite able to pull it off. Wow, what a close game though.
Nunu got knocked up and didn't eat. Is the official stance on it. All right. Anyway, that's the 2-1 for RTM. That's enough nonsense for the day. Thanks for watching. If you don't follow the stream, please follow. We're 10 followers away from affiliate, so we'd really appreciate if you would. If we hit 50, you can unfollow. I won't tell anybody, but let us get our affiliate paperwork in there first. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. If you did enjoy the cast, please do follow. We're gonna do more Prophecy Cup casts throughout the season. we'll also start having GRLCS potentially. I don't know exactly what their casting situation will be for the fall, but yeah. Anyway, thanks Akedo for joining me again, especially after such a such a tiring day.
Anytime, if you guys are free, check out was it the Make-A-Wish charity tournament? Is that what it is? That sounds right.
That sounds right.
Tomorrow on Get Wrecked, I'm sure. You
Get
can find a
wrecked in
link for it.
OU esports, yeah.
In OU Esports. We're doing finals there. Our team has a team in there. We went undefeated in the group stage, so we'll see how we're able to translate that into finals. But yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in.
So thanks for that. Yeah, charity tournament tomorrow, and then our team will be back in action on Monday for Prophecy Cup. So yeah, thanks everybody, and we'll see you sometime soon, I'm sure.